guys, I'm Fresh Faced and we're going to be doing a fairy makeup today with this headdress that I made. It obviously, as you can see, has a lot of oranges and reds. The wig I'm going to be using is red as well, so we're going to be using a lot of red in the makeup. Let's get started. Alright, so please bear with me. This is my first time actually filming in this setup today, and I am a little mad that you can't actually see what I'm wearing because it's really cute, but we're gonna get started anyway. My face does have a lot of redness, so I'm actually going to use a liquid and a matte powder foundation just to help cover that up. Put this all over the place. This one is Wet n Wild. Another reason I'm using liquid foundation today is because I keep finding more and more of it in my bathroom, and I'm trying to actually use the makeup I keep hoarding, so that is another reason why we're going to use both today. But it definitely helps cover up some of that redness. I don't know if you're new to cosplay makeup or just makeup in general, but it's actually really good to shave the peach fuzz off your face. I definitely do that because it makes it go on an absolute lot smoother. And of course, don't forget to prime before you do this. When you are doing your makeup, it is also a really good idea to be wearing loose fitting clothing, or the clothing that you're going to do your shoot in. If you're going to keep it clean, you might have a loose t-shirt over it, that way you don't mess it up, but we're honestly just going to start in what we're just going to shoot in today. End of Summer Playlist palette, and it has a really good red that we're going to be using. And I have learned that I prefer to start with my eyeshadow before I actually do the eyeliner, otherwise it just muddles things up a little bit too much for my liking. Don't forget to drag it under the eye. And it is also helpful to do your makeup in a lighting similar to what you're going to be shooting in. That way you know the colors will be bright enough. Going into CoverGirl, I'm going to be using this particular one. Start with the inner corner. Just going to blend that out. Note that I'm not using eyeshadow primer. Normally I would, but I don't have it with me today. Otherwise, use your primer. Now I'm going to use the CoverGirl, this one, to darken it up a little bit. And of course, bring it under the eye again. You can accentuate your bags by wrinkling your eye a little bit and following that natural eye bag that you get. Sorry if I keep squirming around a little awkwardly. I am balancing on a share pad, and oh god, does it hurt my old knees. Drag that color down a little bit more. And now I'm actually going to start to get into the blush just to help highlight that out a little bit. This one is the CoverGirl True Blend So Flushed palette for blush. I absolutely love this one because it has the most pigment that I've actually been able to find. Gonna drag that up. Don't worry if it looks super bright, because you have to actually be a little bit heavy-handed for cosplay and photo shoot makeup for it to actually read on camera. So it's gonna actually be trying not to swear. It's going to be pretty loud makeup. That way it's going to translate on camera. Drag that up. I'm gonna drag that up into my temples a little bit to help frame my face. And of course, blush the nose a little bit. I'm gonna get into the contour. This one is Physicians Formula. We're not gonna contour too much because we're gonna try to keep a soft look. And you can of course use it to help highlight your neck as well. This one is the Maybelline Lasting Drama. I use with that on the inner corners just about every time. It adds a really nice glow. And a little on the nose. And the upper lip for good measure. And now we're going to start with the brows. I'm going to dip back into the Black Cosmetics palette. And we're going to start to feather in the main parts of the brow. You can also use eyeliner or lip liner for this also, if you don't want to use eyeshadow. Now we're going to use Maybelline Brow Pomade. Oh, this one's so dark. That's okay. Try to keep your hair out of your eyes. I know it's kind of tough sometimes, but we make do. There we go. And I try to be a little more heavy-handed on the bottom of the brow. And then go all along the bottom to help soften it and blend the dark into the color. And of course, if you're into makeup or a cosplayer, I'm gonna take a guess and say that you have your eyebrows shaved already, or you've thought about it. I highly recommend it. I like to use the liquid as a finishing touch, not so much for the initial, so I'm going to go in with just a pencil. Now, the liquid liner. This one is honestly just a cheap one from Dollar Tree, because I do a lot of these and I like to make big crazy wings, and I don't want to waste expensive eyeliner on that for a look that I'm going to be in for 2 hours. I'm going to gauge where we want it to start. I'm gonna drag it up, drag it up. And this is where I go over the top lid again, just so it all matches. And then crudely start to fill this in, starting with the tip. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow this bag natural line that I have. And I'm going to draw, see that bag? See it? I'm going to draw an extra waterline. Make it a little thicker towards where it connects. Then I'm going to branch off all these extra lashes. do the second one. Follow the eyeliner I've already done. And we're gonna look and try to match what we've just done on the other side. And not quite, but that's okay. Always just do your best. And I'm gonna connect it down. And try not to blink too much when you're doing this, because you're going to get all that wet eyeliner all over the place where you don't actually want it. So try to keep your eyes closed. And we're also gonna go in and use this liquid liner to make some crude freckles that will show up a little bit on camera. And you can use different applications of pressure to get different sizes, of course. And try to make it random so they're not all spaced out too evenly. And for this look, I'm just following the natural line of my lips. And this one is just a Wet n Wild finishing spray, but first look and make sure that you like the look that you got. Yeah, I think we'll be good. We're gonna hose it on down and try not to inhale all that stuff. Let me go get my hair. Alright, here's the final look. With the headdress, I think the reds match really well. What do you think? I am using a dewy spray, so it's a little bit shinier than I usually like, but I still think it came out really well. I think it'll do great in a shoot. Drop a like down below. Let us know what you thought. Let us know what you think we should do next time. Anything with horns is always fun. Thanks so much for watching.